For the best part of 10 years, Alina and I ran a wedding film business in Scotland, and we filmed almost 300 weddings, the majority of which we used the drone. So it's fair to say we learned a thing or two about using drones at weddings.
Yes, so if you're a drone operator yourself at weddings, or you're guiding your drone operator, you will definitely find these 12 tips useful.
Tip number 1, add value with your shots. There are many different kinds of wedding cinematography, but irrespective of your chosen style, your job is to tell the story of a couple's day. So every shot that you create should in some way enhance that story, be it an establishing shot or a shot of the couple during the couple shoot, doesn't matter. Make sure that it adds to your end product. Don't fall into the trap of creating a drone promo on the day you're creating a wedding film.
Tip number 2, plan your shoot. As you all know, being a wedding filmmaker is extremely time pressured, so preparation is key.
Before each wedding, we look at Google Maps and Google Earth, so we know exactly what to expect when we get on location. Doing so gives us a rough idea of whether we're going to need 1 minute just to get one establishing shot of the building, or whether there's an opportunity to spend 10 minutes getting fantastic location shots out in the wilderness. Tip number 3, shoot smart. Mindful of the time pressure, think about how many shots you actually need. I used to go out and overshoot, so I'd come back with 1500 angles of the same building. In reality, only 2 of those clips would make it to the edit. Save yourself some time, use that time better elsewhere, and shoot smart.
Tip number 4, practice, practice, practice. A wedding is not a place to start experimenting with your shots. You need to have a plan of action.
Yeah, absolutely, especially if you are planning on doing any shots with the couple. You're going to have a matter of minutes to pull off those shots. The bad thing is that it's extremely stressful and extremely difficult. The good thing is that this is where you can differentiate yourself with pilot skill. So get out there, practice, come up with a plan of action, and create some great shots. Tip number 5, fly with the editing in mind. Again, depending on your style of wedding filmmaking, in all likelihood, you're not going to have a place for 20-second drone shots, tempting though that is. So unless you have an editing technique in mind, for example, speeding up the middle of it so it's a bit of an effect, you're going to want to keep those shots nice and short and punchy.
Tip number 6, always expose for the dress. There's nothing worse than getting your footage back into the editing suite and dealing with those overexposed highlights on a white dress on a sunny day.
Point number 7, be ready. Now, for example, if you are doing a couple shoot and you want to film the couple walking up and down the grounds of an estate, there is nothing more ridiculous than the sight of you doing a compass calibration while the photographer and the couple stand there watching. So get everything ready in advance so when the couple are ready, you are ready.
Tip number 8, timetable the shoot. If you are planning on doing a drone couple shoot with your clients, then insist that they allocate 5 to 10 minutes on their day for that.
Keep in mind that although you may have filmed 500 couple shoots, this is probably the first couple shoot that the couple have been involved in, and as such, they might not realise that you need that little bit of extra time to make sure you get the results that they are expecting.
Tip number 9. To make sure that everything runs smoothly on the wedding day, email the photographer in advance to let them know what has been agreed between you and the client.
Tip number 10, fly safe. Given the importance of a wedding to the people concerned, it is the last place you want to have an incident with your drone. If you're doing a couple shoot, for example, do not take any risks. You do not need to get your drone within a meter of the couple or anything like that. It's just not worth the risk. Take it easy, you can still get some great shots, but fly safe.
Tip number 11, be licensed and insured. Almost everywhere in the world you have to be licensed to fly commercially.
And in the UK at least, you need that license to get your public liability insurance. Now, if you have an incident at a wedding without public liability insurance, then it's game over. Breaking the drone is going to be the least of your worries if that happens. Don't take the risk. Tip number 12, use the right drone for the job. Much as the Inspire might give you the best possible picture, it's not the most practical drone for a wedding environment.
Given the high-pressure nature of wedding filmmaking, the incredible battery life of the Mavic 3 is a huge asset, not to mention the power that drone has to deal with unfavourable weather conditions. Combine this with the peace of mind that comes from having omnidirectional obstacle avoidance and of course the incredible picture from the 4/3 camera, and the Mavic 3 is certainly a great choice for wedding filmmakers.
If you have any other pointers or anecdotes from your own experience of using drones at weddings, please do leave those in the comments below. I think we're done here, so until next time, happy flying!